y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't tryna grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't tryna link, no time to waste. For the record, for the record.
Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is Mitsu K9 versus Dracotail match 2. As you can tell, this is taking place on the exact same day as the previous video. And right now we're trying to see who goes first. And he won the die roll. So my opening hand wasn't a terrible hand by any means. It's actually very strong. I had Bell, I had Ash, Amino, Habakiri, and K9. So I had both sides of the engine plus the particular key cards to stop Dracotail, as well as mount a offensive board to deal with, you know, the set traps that Dracotail likes to set up, you know, 3 set traps plus both fusions. So he's going through the whole entire line for this Dracotail, and my thought process here was like, okay, I could have cut him off or stopped him when he went for Lucaeus to search, but instead I decided to just let it resolve because I have so much more to gain by using it to stop the flame, the sting, or the horn on my turn. Combining that with 2 particular hand traps like Ash and Bell, so much stronger, right? So he's just gonna combo off here for a little bit and create a typical Dracotail board. There's the flame, add back, and the fact he only used 2 Dracotails for the fusion told me that his opening hand wasn't super strong, because now he only ended with 1 fusion, Ardelion. Flame we know is set in 2 mysterious cards. So it's safe to assume those 2 cards would be Flame or Sting. So I start up in the drop phase by activating prayers, tributing the Amino Habakiri. And I am gonna go for Sanji here, pay 8 to special summon Sanji. Chain link 1 Amino Habakiri, chain link 2 Sanji. If everything resolves, then that would pretty much change what I'm allowed to get from here. So I think Sanji is going to add for me the Mitsu Ritual, and Amino Habakiri gonna add the Morn combo. So right now we got full combo from the Mitsu side. Now the most important thing is to get the K9 side going. So now we're about to move into the standby, then finally into the main phase here. And we're gonna get started with everyone's favorite card, K9 Nori, I believe is what I'm going to summon here. Oh no, it was K9 Lantern. So using K9 Lantern effect, I'm trying to check to make sure the summon is successful. Make sure you don't have anything you would like to interact before I attempt to activate Lantern effect. So right now we're just simply trying to clarify what is happening. I'm checking to see whether or not the summon of Lantern is successful. If it is successful, then I'm turn priority. As you can see, he activated Horn here. I figured it was Horn. I end up using Bell here. I'm going to activate his effect to go grab a spell. The only one that I play is 1 copy of K9 Case. So I'm checking our resolution, see he has roll. Then we're going to activate Case to search. He activates the spell, following the Virtuous. He's going to sense Graveyard 1 and pop in Case, prevent me from adding. All right, we're still good because now we're just going to start doing Mitsu plays now because we're done. And just like I predicted, Flame. Ash in the Flame. And now we're gonna send the Kusanagi and the Aramasa to the grave. Chain link 1, Kusanagi target ritual. Chain link 2, Aramasa to add. And then chain link 3 here will be the Morikumo to nuke board. So right now this is really good considering we didn't get rid of the Athelion until later on in the chain. So if we would have Mitsu K9 ritual, sending 2 cards to grave, you would be able to bring them back. But now we cut them off completely, right? So now we're gonna go Mitsu K9 ritual again, triggering the Aramasa. I'm sorry, sending the Futsu, special summon the Habakiri, activated Futsu, and he ghost spells. Which is very risky to do against K9, right? So we're gonna go battle, hit it for 2,000, 24, and 32. For 1,700 points of damage. Sadly enough, it's not enough to kill here. But he is so far behind at this point. We set and pass. The last card we have is Prayers. Effect add. Morikumo. He adds card. He added Brain Infusion. What he don't know, anything he caught me off of was getting to Great Purification, but sadly for him, Great Purification was already in my hand. So that means his next card needs to be a starter plus an extender. He activated Brain Infusion, I activate Great Purification, trigger the Morikumo, and he scoops it up there. So he's able to steal that game one rather easily. And right now I'm just pretty much telling the Lantern has been glued to my hand for most of the games we played today, which is insane considering he's only a 2-of in a 41 card deck. But due to the fact that Lantern, just like Jokel, by themselves apply so much pressure. Lantern applies pressure because it gives you the case. Case end up giving you to things like Azuna or Lupus. And it makes it very difficult to play around with particular cards. So right now, we already finished up siding, we're doing our final shuffles, and getting ready to jump into game number 2 here. So game number 2 is supposed to be rather interesting because something unique happens that normally, or I wouldn't say normally, typically just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? You're about to see in a little bit. I'm about to go look through my extra deck. And I like to set my extra deck in some type of order. My K9s, as you see, that's Hound, 2 copies of Ripper, and a Jax. That concludes the K9 engine. Then we have Nash Knights and C Nash Knight. We have C101 and C107. Both utilizes different type of interactions. C107 is pretty much the turn everything off, kill this turn type of card. And C101 allows me to do what Nash Knight does and just eat something. So I get rid of like 2 cards my opponent control with like 1 card interaction type thing. Right now he's asking whether or not C107 still have the ability to turn everything off on the board, even though I'm not playing regular 107 anymore. Yes, it does. The 107 just would allow it to swing 3 times into monsters, and 45 is pretty big. That's also one of my outing conditions for Luna Lights. It's not consistent enough for my liking, but yeah, it gets the job done. If you can bait out, the nuke board option that Illinois has, you can go into that and just easily beat over whatever card they use. So right now, as you see, he's letting me go first, and my hand is absolutely terrible to go first. It is terrible. I think I have double Lightning Storm, Mirrors, and Jokel. So we're gonna start with the Jokel and pre-prep, as you can see right there, which is useless with Mirrors in my hand. He often jokes about me playing 2 copies of Mirrors, and I just can't can't get behind that mindset of playing 2. But we start with Joko add, and he just let it resolve. So I just had the Azuna, and I was hoping he would add a Droll or something, but he didn't. So he started rather strong here. He started with Branded Fusion. I'm gonna stop Branded Fusion, or I think I might have like one interaction forming Azuna Lupus, but it's not gonna be enough now that he got both sides of his engine going in dual tandem. So he about to go Lubellion here. Abellion, I'm sorry. Chain 1 Abellion and chain 2 Prixel. So right now it makes more sense for him to set the Cat 2 add and then fuse. And since he has invested the board, if he has a dragon in hand, he goes Secretarian Dragon. I'm sorry, not Secretarian Dragon, but go Arthelion. But instead he goes for the Rahu. So that pretty much tells me his hand is like insane. And now he's fusing for the Lubellion here. And he's gonna fuse for Lubellion. So right now, I'm like, okay, we can go Azuna and Lupin, but that's not stopping anything here. And I don't want to play into a card like Pan or Malulu. So I have to pretty much just let him play his game and try to do it before he goes into the battle phase. Whether or not that's good or bad, I don't know. I just don't know, but I feel like that was the move here. So we're going to go to Zuna since he seemed to be stopping. I'm sorry. It looked like he allowed me to chain Izuna to the effective fuse. That didn't let me think for a little bit. So he's fusing. He's going right to the Mirror Jade. If I waited a little bit longer, he more than likely would have just simply made the Mirror Jade anyway. Banish, use the Mirror Jade. But we're doing this. He allowed me to press on Lupin, activate Lupin effect to exceed, and it's got out of control really fast in this matchup. So I just scoop it up here. I see the writing on the wall. There's nothing I can do, and we just gotta go next game. I jokingly said I love seeing this card in my hand opening when I have prayers and double lightning storm. Yeah, it was gross. Had he went first, did a typical setup, I get a lightning storm, he got a flame, activate pre-prep, and then I'd be able to play. So now we're about to get ready. I'm deciding, taking out some useless cards, because now I know for a fact I'll be going first, because I prefer to go first using Mitsu K9. And so yeah, I'm just deciding out cards that I don't need. And what makes it very flexible and nice is that this particular deck has particular side patterns that typically don't change. It's not as matchup dependent as any other decks are. Obviously, Droll does nothing against the Dracotail matchup, but it does something against Branded. So Droll is an automatic out. So yeah, we're finished up side and get ready for the next game. I know I'm going first, and I'm not about to start cooking, right? So finish my shuffles, give him that to cut. And we had a little discussion about how Lupus work, and I had to explain that Lupus has to use himself for the XE summon. Had to readjust myself in the seat real quick because I'm about to cook. Start for prayers. And right now I'm thinking, okay, do I want a tribute from hand or not? So I decided to tribute to Sanji. I had the Amino Habakiri in hand, but I got a little cheeky and a little greedy here because it's doing the draw phase, so I'm not really worried about being drolled. And that's the beauty of all of these cards synergy in the way they work. Like prayers is super strong. You don't get talked about enough. But I want the Chamber of Sanji, Chain Link 1 Sanji, Chain Link 2 Aramasa. Already got the Amino Hypercurie in hand. So that means this is gonna get more Kumo of Futsu, more Kumo, bottom card of the deck. And then grab Mitsu K9 Ritual. So both cards in hand. Now it's time to cook. Now we go to the main phase. And we have, looks like, if I remember correctly, it should be K9 Nori or K9. Oh no, I'm greedy. Super greedy. I'm starting out with Mitsu K9 Ritual. So right now I'm checking for Ash Blossoms. Which, that's not the way that should typically have started it off. So I need to be very mindful in future games that I don't start off like that. If I really want it to resolve the way I in my head I imagine it resolving. So he didn't have a droll. I have Sanji. We go prayers. Good thing this was a friendly game. I had to double check. Wait, I already used prayers this turn, so I'm not gonna get prayers. I have to go grab Great Purification instead. Can't do that in an actual tournament. But good thing this is locals. I won't even say locals. This is casual match. So we have we have K9 Lantern again. So right now he's checking, and he effect veilers. Gross. So that kind of sucks. So you negate the lantern. All right, cool beans. Now we're thinking here. Looking at my extra deck right now, trying to decide what it is I can and can't do. And we're gonna figure this out. It's like a little mini puzzle I gotta play through right now. I don't want to get nibbed, but now we're gonna go. I'm gonna have a Kiri. And we're checking. We send the Kusanagi. And we're targeting we should have been targeting Mitsu K9 Ritual here. At Mitsu K9 Ritual hand, yeah. After Mitsu K9 Ritual. He's chaining what looks like Bestial Magnamut, and he's gonna bang the Kusanagi. That's cool. You want to chain to try to target that? What are you willing to give up to negate that effect? You know what I mean? And he's not willing to give up anything here. So allow the Kimura Kusanagi engrave. Because I learned the hard way. Once you lose Kusanagi, it gets particularly more difficult than it needs to be. So we're now gonna go Murakumo, effect to add. Murakumo is going to add mirrors. Bring back. He's thinking here. So now I'm thinking about being nibbed. Which I'm sensing a nib in hand. So we already got the Great Purification out the way. Now I'm about to go get prayers for the follow-up, aka the kickback. So when he does nib, inevitably, we still have plays outside of that and bring back. So now he nibs me for everything. And gives me a token, but now we have Great Purification and prayers. And right now I'm telling him, Nib wasn't terrible there, but he allowed me to get too much advantage for Nib to be as impactful as it should have been. In draw phase, we're gonna go prayers. I'm gonna tribute the Amino Hypercurie in your hand so I can maximize the profit off this prayers. Now the only problem that sucks here is if he has Bell, we're in trouble. He's gonna go Magnum Mutt. Look to the graveyard. Still want to get rid of the Kusanagi. Not a bad choice, but that's not the choice that I would have personally made. This was the perfect time to hit the Amino Hypercurie to keep me from adding a card to hand. Even though I attributed, its place of activation should have been moved. So we're adding the Amino Hypercurie. Oh, I did that backwards. So the fall in the virtuous. That was a massive misplay on my part because prayers cannot add mystery prayers with prayers. Just realized that. So now we're gonna go chain link 1, chain link 2. Flip back the mirrors. Futsu, add back another Amino Hypercurie. My last one in the deck is special summon out the Futsu. So now he has free range to go pretty much insane. Because he played through everything I had. So that was a massive misplay on my part. An illegal add. I had a target in deck. Even if I didn't have a target in deck, I didn't have to add. So that was an illegal move on me. I have to be very mindful of that. Make sure I don't do that again. Now he's gonna go Albast Diffuse. But his options a little bit more limited. He still go up, I think, Lebellion here, but Lebellion is pretty useless considering using the dark. Which is kind of what I need, is for him not be able to break the board back. But we already have prayers, which we was going to get prayers anyway with Amino Hypercurie. It just took a few extra steps that I was able to actually do. So that was my fault. That token is pretty huge though. He's gonna set another copy of Fallen in the Virtuous. Primarily to try to get around the token, get rid of the token as quickly as possible. And then he adds some Lulu. He's getting ready for the following turn after this one. If we draw for turn, now we got K9 Ninja. So I'm feeling particularly good here, debating what to do and whether or not to do anything in draw phase. We have everything we need in draw, so we activate prayers and draw. No tribute on prayers here. We're just gonna go grab the Morikumo to nuke his board. Still got Morikumo, new board. It resolves. Switch the token to attack mode. So I know last card in hand is Malulu. Card after that is the following in Virtuous. Morikumo effect is currently live. We activate Mitsu K9 Ritual, tribute the Morikumo to go Hypercurie. I don't think I have targets left, or I think I may have one. I do. Mirrors can be put it back. So we get to bring back to Morikumo. Now here's where difficult because I shouldn't have any more Mitsu targets left in deck. And right now, I'm like, okay, he activated Fallen Virtuous. He's going to get rid of the last card in his hand, which is the Malulu. So now he has to open up Cat2, which Cat2 by itself is not going to do anything. Rahu, and Rahu by itself is not going to do anything. So we're not super concerned with anything, but the Fallen Virtuous is going to get him access to Branded Fusion. So it behooves me to kill him this turn, if I can. So in a win now situation. All my prayers are gone. Both rituals are engraved. Mirrors is now engraved. Great Purification engraved. My recovery Kusadagi is gone. So now we're like, cool. Tribute to normal summon the Joko. Joko effect to add. Right now I'm looking at my deck, just trying to see if there's any more Mitsu cards. There aren't. So we just gotta make it do what it do. I'm trying to decide, is there a safe way to neutralize this sack card? Which, at the time there was, I could have just went number 38, Hope, and just won with both of them. And that would have been game. The token is pretty big. It has the combined attack of all three. So it has combined attack of Murakumo, Futsu, and Abeno Hapakiri. And right now we're going to target one engraved to special summon it. Banish, target Futsu, special summon Futsu. Special summon Futsu shit with the Joko. So now I have fodder for Lantern, target Joko, special. Lantern effect to add. Activate case to add. So this is just bad manners on my part. I have well above lethal. There's nothing you can really do. But I was too laser focused on doing what I felt was the correct and right play and not the easy play to get there. So that's something I need to work on while I'm playing. Something I very noticed here. Illegal adding of a card, which is very detrimental to me and him. So gotta make sure I don't do that. And then just realizing that situation, since the sack card was falling in the Virtuous, then that told me that all I had to do there was just go number 38 Hope, enter battle, swing for game. So that's obviously some things I need to work on, and I will work on. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I make sure to bring you some more top tier Yu-Gi-Oh content. As you can see, I'm putting more work and more effort into all my videos. Shout out to Dracotail Branded. That's one of the decks that I've been keeping an eye on. The only problem I see with Dracotail Branded is their boards are not superposing. It does allow you to do more and more fusions, but I don't think it's enough. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I post weekly Yu-Gi-Oh content. Obviously, I'll bring you guys some Dracotail content next. And I have Punk Psychics. I have a lot of decks that I've been playing around with, a lot of fiddle around with, and trying to get better with. But again, thank you. Have a great day. Stay awesome, people. Peace.
For the record. For the record. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price on y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. Frozen. A6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ball and age. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the. On record, off record. I still count wins when they got it.